were trying to find and chase down here. We had a bit of a moral quandary on maybe we should have done non-lethal damage to this man, but at the time we had just finished fighting a tree, and Goel was in a pretty proper blood rage, as Goel do. And as we continued forth, we went back to the ship, had a little bit of a meet and greet with the body, asked it a few questions, and through various answers and some background checks from those who know what the signs are, Jethris pointed out that this was the telltale signs of a green dragon lair, or a green dragon in the area. And we also had another moral quandary of should we really go? Should we really do this? This could very potentially be not our problem. Let it happen. It's it's probably just going to stay there. But as we know, a couple things: the curse is seeming to progress, and even if the dragon is not moving, its effects, the creatures that it's creating, or the area from its corruption is causing more pain and suffering. Eventually, the party members who weren't so keen on it were at least brought over to the side of it could be practical to get rid of this, because if it has a hoard that it is sitting on, then we could potentially make some money to continue our adventure under various means. So we took our long rest in the dome on the ship. I don't recall if we heard any creepy, spooky spirits while we were sleeping, but we did. But luckily, we had a dome, and we made our way towards the part of the river where we would get off and head back into the forest to find this area. We entered into the foggy part of the forest, where that is basically what tells us that we are close to the dragon lair by a mile or so. So Zeke was the one to activate the sort of our wayfinder little item, little wisp metal, and as it led us through, we were accosted by a bunch of various creatures, drakes, and a half dragon that caught us a bit off guard, and we couldn't catch up to it as it had put a plant growth in the ground and slowed all of us down. And there's a good chance that if Goel separated from us by chasing off to it in the forest, we would never see him again, or we would have a very tough time finding him. And this metal led us towards a clearing, a large waterfall, and behind it appeared to be the doorway into this place, but also on the outside of it there appeared to be a weapon of titanic scale, something that could have been wielded by perhaps even a giant deity, maybe not a regular-sized giant, but maybe one of the ordaining, perhaps even a weapon of the All-Father himself, perhaps. But that was mainly what Regulus was thinking about as he swam over the could have been potentially dangerous water and gave the sword a good old tap. Whilst the rest of the party did happen to notice some type of creature, elemental golem, standing beyond the water, just sort of watching, looking out. Not attacking, but just watching us. And we are now at that part.
Indeed, as the group has found themselves in midst of the waterfall entrance, the cave opening, though split at the moment in the two sides of the river, the group is definitely aware of the presence of that elemental creature in the nearby vicinity. It is at the very edge of the ability that you use Jethros in order to spot the creature, but at the very least, you are able to tell about that. And it only would make sense that the creature has definitely spotted you, though you do not see anything when you look in there. When you peer towards there, it might be that the water has this slight green, yellowish hue, this poisonous hue, but it also might be that the creature is well hidden in there, though you do know its whereabouts.
Okay. Yep. Jethris, Crocodile swims over to Regulus and nudges him. And Reg, there's like an elemental up there. Just letting you know, so you don't like walk up there too.
Was that just was talking to Regulus?
Yep.
I and Regulus both have zoned out completely. What'd you say? Sorry.
There's an elemental up there. Just letting you know so you don't like wander up there as well.
Oh. Right.
What you looking at?
Oh. Well, this is a big damn sword is one thing, but it's a relic, or I guess a piece of the giants' religion, perhaps a weapon wielded by them.
Oh, okay.
Quite a thing to see. I mean, this thing is, well, gotta be like 2 stories tall from just where I'm standing, or more. I don't even know how much of it's in the ground.
I don't know. Well, do you want to walk it back to the rest of the group so that like we know what to do with this elemental thing?
I don't think we can walk this back to the group.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't gonna walk the sword back. I really don't care about it. I was just walking you back. So that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Kaz.
Go ahead.
Is it possible for Regulus to, I don't know, chip off a piece of the sword? Sort of, if it ever comes up, to use it as a component, something that is valuable.
It's not entirely not feasible, but you would need to spend more time in here. Perhaps after you're done with that, you could return to me and do so.
Right.
Use magic again and again to kind of just chip off a plate from the sword or something like that. A sharpener of it.
Does it? No, I mean, it's probably just made of iron. What can I identify, or can I ask Jethros to see if he can identify the metal, if it's just not steel?
Jethro, you can make me a nature check.
Sure. Jethris will tap at it and put his ear to it.
The blade itself is made from iron. However, it has a colder hue. You are not entirely certain as to the properties of it, but weapons made of this kind of metal called iron, as it is, have a tendency to radiate with a soft, cold, numbing aura. Not magic, nor any special properties, but they are somewhat distinct.
Oh, well, yeah, it looks like it's cold iron. You know.
Right. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I can probably do something. Maybe take a piece of it when we're finished, hopefully.
That'd be
Let's go
cool.
back to the group.
All right.
I'll swim back.
As you're swimming in there, Zeke, you can make me a survival check. I'll make one for Goel in a while as well. Yikes. Not good for Goel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not good for you either. As the two of you standing there, you're keeping your eyes and wits about yourself, Zeke. You definitely know that something is up. You cannot put precisely what is there, what is to it. You've seen animals, very small, rodents and pests of the forest, approach from time to time and keep an eye towards you. It gives you this feeling of uncertainty and nearly vulnerability, indicating that something's off, something is not entirely right, as the dragon seems oddly to be giving you quite a moment. You are definitely aware that that the dragon must be aware of your presence. After all, this creature you fought a moment ago has made its way out of that fight and potentially back to a safe place. Given the characteristics of the green dragon, you are definitely aware that the dragon knows exactly what you are, yet it is taking its time.
So I'm clear on where things are. That elemental that's in the waterfall?
Pretty much at the very entrance of the cavern, it is pretty much spiraling around there, standing deep into the water. That is. The water over here is shallow. You don't have to swim on the very top over here of this area. In here, where Jethros and Regulus is, you do have to swim as Jethros did, but in here you can just move straight.
Oh.
Goel will pipe up and say, something's wrong. I don't know what. Are we ready to move in? Or
Guess
Just
ready
about.
as I'll ever be. Then y'all know how to speak to water things? Or do we even want to speak to it? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's protecting the cave of this dragon. I doubt it wants to talk very long.
Alright. Can Jethros climb the wall over here to be on this side?
for sure,
I'll do that.
as you try at the very least to keep yourself onto the two different sides of this entrance, Goel starts approaching, moving forward, followed by Satrix in right behind him. Snowsong seems to be slower and slowly make his way behind Goel. As how long does the detective Lengood last for you, Jethros? To keep an eye on it.
Let me look. Wand, please.
I think it is 10 minutes or something like that.
As an action, you can spend. Nope. Bonus action, you can spend 1 charge.
10 minutes. It is.
Well, it
I
doesn't.
just looked.
The bell branch is different. Like, it just says
We'll
I
just
know where it
cast it
is. Or it indicates where it is.
Oh, it's not the detect. Okay. I see. As you don't know anymore if the creature has still remained there or has left, but nonetheless, you're slowly making your way towards there.
Jethris is gonna poke Zeke in the back with the bell branch, casting protection from evil and good.
I'm not entirely sure what you did there to me, but cheers, I guess.
Of course, no problem.
Regulus heard earlier. We're probably not talking to this elemental. Can he see it from where I'm standing? Or where he's standing?
No.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Shit. How close do I have to get before I can see it?
As you're moving closer and closer into the entrance, nearly into the entrance of the cave, you still are unable to spot it.
Jethris, are
Maybe
you sure?
it's well hidden. Who knows?
I mean, I could do it again if you want.
Can I adjust my glasses and try to see if I can see it?
Jethris is gonna use a bonus action to reuse it, just to get a ping on where it is.
The presence of the elemental seems to have subsided as you take a closer look once again, Jethros. It seems that the elemental is no longer there.
Fucking left.
Oh.
I think I went inside.
What does it look like?
I don't know. It just rings, and I know it's there.
Said it was a water elemental, right?
I mean, I figured it's in water.
They have it. It's a water elemental. It looks like a water elemental.
Great.
Regulus is going to stick his head under the water and look.
You put your head into the water, Regulus, and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Shit.
Yeah, that's on brand. I'm going to use inspiration for doing the recount.
Go for it.
Roll a 1, baby. A 5. I don't know if I want to find out what this is all about. I already used Favored by the Gods. So let's find out what I get.
For now, nothing changes, Regulus. As you put your head, into the water, and it washes all over you, and even slightly, you feel in a brighter mood. You feel that this is better than it was a moment ago. Not as threatened as you did, not as vulnerable as you were a moment ago. As Jethro starts moving forward and Zeke following right beside, Goel, Snowsong, Satrix, and I assume Nathaniel and Judas as well are
just
following suit.
take me slowly forward as well. I'll be back in a second. I just need to give the dog some medicine.
No worries.
Jethris is going to cast light on the stem of his bell branch. Else he won't be able to see. Thank you.
Through the waterfall. Oh, go ahead, Nathaniel.
How deep is this water?
Pretty much up to your knees. You can move freely through it. You don't have to swim. You needed to swim earlier on, but not right now as you enter this place. As I said, Regulus, for you right now, it more so feels as if you are in a better mood, better spirits.
Better spirits for Regulus? That's weird. I think he's always the pinnacle of joy, so. See,
One
Regulus
after the other, you entered inside here. Go ahead, Regulus, sorry.
I'm just going to say everyone sees Regulus smiling and walking with even more somehow of a spring in his step. As if he wasn't walking into a dragon lair.
That in turn makes
And
Zeke even more grumpy and just fed up with him.
as you move up forward, you can definitely smell a certain stench in the area. There is quite this nearly metallic and acidic scent into the air of the lair as you start moving up forward. You feel constantly observed as you take a few steps forward. From deeper within the cave, a voice echoes. A voice that some people may be familiar. It's the voice of Captain Walmore. I'm sorry. I should have never brought you into here. This was a mistake. You cannot deal with this beast. Run while you can. The voice sound from further down the river, echoing throughout the cave.
Knowing that this thing's proficient in illusions, can I insight check that?
I was gonna say the same, but I don't know.
I will let you right now. Make me an insight check. Yes.
Okie dokie. Nope. I fucking knew it.
Better.
It is Captain Woolman, and he seems hurt. Both Jethros and Zeke can tell that.
Jethros continues splooshing forward.
Yet as you are doing so, at right behind where Goel stands, the water starts swirling, bursting, and from it, figure is formed. A creature made of water, yet glowing with this poisonous texture. As this water weird emerges, and I would like some initiative.
Come on.
Oh, that
Alright,
D8,
Zeke, remember the D8. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, it's not a command. Damn, we're bad.
22
Nathaniel, are you rolling for Satrix as well? Or do you want me to do so?
Yeah, I'll be able to roll for her in just a minute. I was just brushing my teeth.
No
I'll be
worries.
there in just a second.
I keep trying to change my initiative.
Yeah, I know, it's
Every
infuriating.
time.
Isn't it? It's so annoying. I wish it
You should be able to do so right now, but one at a time, because when one changes the initiative, it automatically.
You first, haha.
Yeah.
Can you throw me back up at the top, Kaz? Since I roll. I don't want to go last.
Zik, your initiative correct? Or yeah, it is correct. As what did I roll for Snowsong? I rolled terrible. He has disadvantage. I'll keep that to avoid any more rolls. However, this is still a surprise then for the poison weird is definitely going to be surprising everyone. For the creature is invisible in the water. Is there anyone that has that can prevent being surprised, just to make certain?
Oh, I need to act. I need to do actively use that aura, wouldn't I?
Actively? What do you mean? It's just always on if it's your paladin aura.
It's an aura, yeah, it's always on.
No. Basically the not the aura, the
Divine sense.
Divine sense. Sorry.
No, that doesn't help in that
No,
particular
that's
instance. But yeah,
I
I
was
think
expecting
I'm
the
only missing.
unexpected, so I think I'm good.
I think I'm only missing Nathaniel. Oh, here it is.
I
Okay,
think I have something, but I probably don't.
and so Satrix, Regulus, and Nathaniel, you guys have your reactions back, but you are unable to take an action for this turn, as right after that, as you are standing in there, you see a wall of thorns bursting and appearing right behind you. And from deeper into the cave, you can hear a draconic voice in common speaking up. Soon you will share his fate, just like him. And it is then that the poison weird is able to act. As this will not deal anyone damage, pretty much just blocks the entrance, as the poison weird will burst out of the ground, out of the water, and attack Goel at advantage. Yet his danger sense will kick in, and Goel will manage to jump to the side and avoid the attack. As right after that, everyone gets to get their reactions back, as Satrix is up first. Regulus, you're right after that.
I was just gonna point out, I'm not sure if it matters or if you're going to do it, but I think Goel can act on his turn if he uses his rage.
He's not that far into Barbarian yet. He's on level 3 in Barbarian.
All right, Shatrix is going to. Have we heard this weird talk at all?
No.
No.
The-
Okay.
Because the weird can also not talk.
Okay. Shatrix is going to walk right over here. She'll get maybe like right here with her movement so that Goel will get a flank, and she'll take a swing at this thing and see what happens.
I will reposition Satrix over to here, so it's on the correct schedule, but go ahead. 16 will hit.
Okay. 11 points of magical piercing damage. Does anything outrageous happen when she hits this thing?
No, the blade goes through and deals quite the damage to it.
Alright, she'll swing again. 6
That hits as well.
for another 14.
Satrix, quick at her feet, turns towards the creature, grabs her blade, and starts striking at it. As I assume that's Satrix's turn.
Yep, that'll be all for Shatrix.
And Regulus, your turn.
Do I have such a happy and lucky demeanor that this guy doesn't look like an enemy to me, or does he?
It is an enemy to you. It's attacking your allies.
Still wondering what that wisdom effect was. Concern. Okay, I guess I will chew. I will send a cursory. Pretty sure I know where this is going, but Regulus doesn't. I will send a firebolt at the water weird.
Go for it.
Ah.
15 hits as flames wreath your hand regulus and you hurl a spark of flame, though it really does not do much to the creature. Resistant as it
Yeah,
is.
figured as much. I figured Pokemon lied to me.
Yep. Anything else?
I think that'll be it.
As right after that, a root will branch out of the side of the wall and attempt to slam at Zeke. From this side of the wall, you see a vine
That hits.
engorge, enlarge, and then slam towards you. As I need you to make me a strength saving throw or go prone.
I don't have my arms out yet, so.
Uh,
Prone.
protection from evil doesn't help with this at all, does it?
It doesn't. No, it's an effect from the lair. Consider it as a plant, I would assume, or a dragon, either or.
Alright.
But as Satrix turns towards the creature and tries to strike it, the poison weird will just move into the water, subside, and try to take as much space as it can, and will turn towards her and attempt to constrict her. To no avail, as right up next, from where Zeke is standing and prone as he is, one more of those creatures will burst out of the water and attempt to grab Zeke. I assume that hits you, Zeke.
Yeah, that hits.
For 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the vine wraps around you and start pulling you, dragging you with it. The water weird will then start swimming this direction, taking you with it.
Am I still prone as well?
Prone and grappling,
Gotcha. Cool.
adding icons here and there. As Jethros, you are up next.
Cool. Drethris pulls some lake stones from under the water and fires them at the thing harrying Zeke.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh. Or it doesn't hurt.
11 does not.
Alrighty. Yes.
23 definitely does for a total amount of 1 force and 4 bludgeoning, so 5 damage. As Jethro turns towards the creature and grabs a few rocks and hurls them with a little bit of energy, bursting at the poison weird. Anything else, Jethro?
Yeah, I mean, I get. How many do I have? Yeah, he'll just yell at Zeke. Hey, now's not the time to get tugged off, and he'll give him a bardic inspiration. 2 left. There you go.
At this point, you hear someone jumping into the water further down south. Into the distance, that is, but you do hear it. Quite far from you. Nathaniel, you also hear that as well. It is your turn.
Let's action Toll the Dead on the weird near me.
Not at advantage, and a 1 will definitely not be enough.
11 points of necrotic damage.
Still making it bloodied as Nathaniel, you move up forward, point toward the creature, and pale it turns as the creature starts burning from within and letting some vapors and fumes out.
And bonus action, I will charge Lunar Reckoning, and then end my turn.
Nathaniel puts his hand into the ground and 1, 2, 3 stones slowly orbit around him as...
the hammer, not the stone.
Okay. As the hammer, the mallet that Nathaniel wields slowly wrapped around with twilight. As right up next, and Zik, where you currently stand, you hear fast movement, something big approaching fast as towards you, though you don't have line of sight yet with it, but you definitely hear something large moving closer towards you as with a dash action, and Etin will rush in to here. This giant-like creature that you saw earlier on rushes towards Zik and prepares to start slamming down on towards him. And if the first sound didn't alarm many people, the second sound of something moving into the water, into the distance, will definitely do. Zephyra is up next.
Okay. This is if you're gonna do. That is a good question. Zephyra will move up to here, and she's in. I mean, I don't think invisibility helps against these. I doubt they do. Doubt it does. I mean, but she will just move up and end her turn. Actually, she can hold her action to dodge, right? Or no, she can dodge, purely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll dodge.
Just to answer quickly, Zethros, I did copy tokens from previous screens, so technically you should not have been missing something.
Okay.
But if you want to check again, go into the logs, see if you did, I am okay with that.
I have no way of knowing, so you're good.
Zik, you are up next.
Okay. As he's just like clawing at the water elemental, he's getting taken away, and the arms will reach out and grab at him, and I'm gonna benefit the arms to start off. Should hit everything around.
It doesn't matter to you, but at the start of your turn, you will feel this burning sensation, though you just focus a little bit, and as you focus, extend your arms, gonna just nullify the poison that enters your system. But yeah, you don't take any damage.
Good. Just...
I rolled on the GM layer with the 18, I rolled though a 0, so it definitely does not make it. So taking 9 force damage to both of those enemies.
I'm still under. I'm gonna try and break the grapple if I can. That's an athletics check or a strength check?
It is an escape DC 13, which is either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Okay. I will go insight.
Zik uses his astral rounds to just grab whatever it is pulling at it and just wreath it, destroy it completely, and you're no longer grappled.
Okay, I'll take my... That's my action, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use the rest of my movement, or half my movement, to stand up and just take in my surroundings, and that's my turn.
As right up next, Goel will turn towards the water weird. However, the creature has a blind sight, though little matters to Goel, for he is actually able to just slam it with advantage either way due to his pack attack ability. I'll do the first 2 strikes. Definitely would hit. That is an 11, and that is a 14. This is not enough to kill it, but the poison weird is very much wounded. I will give the group the decision, whatever you think is right. Goel can either make a third attack and finish the poison weird off, or go into rage. I don't want to take that call on me because I know things that might affect me. So...
Yeah, so he's either going to rage or hitting it.
One of the two.
He hasn't raged yet, no?
No.
I thought with his...
No, he didn't rage.
Oh, okay.
He usually raises first then, but still, this is why I'm fielding the question.
I think just kill it, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kill it
super
because
wasted.
then it lets
Yeah.
other people potentially go in.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And Goel, with his third attack, will definitely kill the creature. It's not rage damage, but it's still enough to bring the creature down. As Goel just says 1, 2, 3, and slams down the poison with looks left and right and spots his next enemy, which he will start rushing towards. And I'll assume that's for Goel, as right after that, as you're standing there, Zeke and Goel, both of you, well, Zeke, only you, I guess, make me a perception check. Because you have good line of sight and the distance from there. You do notice that around this area, the water actually goes very, very deep, very, very fast. And from there, you see submerging from the waters a massive green dragon bursting out of the waters as it will yell out, "Surprise! Thank you for joining me." And it is a adult green dragon, and he will move up forward to here and breathe poisonous gas everywhere. Here. The green dragon opens its maw and the poisonous gas quickly covers the whole area. And I need everyone except Zephyra and Zeke to make me Constitution saving throws.
Let's do
Oh,
Just 58 damage.
it. Hey. I made it.
58, nice. Cool, cool, cool.
Can somebody give me an inspiration, please?
you don't have one?
Where would I have one?
Do I don't have any.
What if I could, big man?
I have one, but I wanted to milk somebody else's.
You bastard. You cheap bugger. Take it. Use yours. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll use mine. Still, 58 damage. Sweet F. Mother.
50, okay, so that's 29 for half. 29.
Shatrix will use her inspiration. Try to get above. What's the DC? 18?
18, yeah.
Here we go. Alright.
Nice.
I don't think I have the +2, but I still have an 18 regular.
Regulus, make me your wisdom save once again, this time at advantage.
Oh, fuck, I think I know what I'm charmed by now. If I'm charmed. At advantage, you said?
Yes.
It's not a +2.
Give me a second, I think... It's not a +2, correct?
No, I would like to say it is, unless hold on, let me measure. I don't think it is.
It's not.
It's not.
As
No way.
the dragon comes out, you have this burst of happiness, this joy. You see this acquaintance of yours, your friend, and as it breathes out, you realize that this is hurting you, though you understand that there are many other people around here that are threatening it. You're still charmed by the dragon, sadly. And that is the adult green dragon's turn. It then starts flying and takes 10 feet further back, sweeping with his massive wings. Snowsong up next is nearly decrepit and will just use its lightning form to mainly get some temporary hit points. Yikes. Now that is a lousy amount of hit points that it will get. Hopefully there'll be enough as Snowstorm will burst and rush up forward to try and strike the poison weird that is attacking Zeke. And I will make the rolls. Judas, it is your turn right after.
I don't wanna. By the way, because of poison breath, technically speaking, it's an air kind of thing. Can I make a mental note or something that next time they see the dragon do that? Is it poison that corrodes the skin, or is it inhaled poison?
Skin.
Gotcha.
It instantly,
No,
you can
doesn't
see your
matter.
skin with us. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Then I will start move over here. Move over here. And so we're in a cavern, right?
Yes, that is.
Clarifying. And
Yeah.
that dragon just hovered upwards, or?
It's 10 feet up from the water surface over there.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I will walk 10 feet up on this wall. A spider walk. And I shall... Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's just, if my little map will help me. I will cast Bless on myself. Oh, crappy. I so low level, my friend. Well. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort this crap out. Yeah, I'll just cast Bless on myself. Jeffress. And, well, Gohal is always nice, so for Gohal as well, so. Because we're the closest. Zeke is immune to poison, so he doesn't need that saving throw. That's me.
Who would you give that all to?
Gohal, Jeffress, and myself.
Judas moves
Very
forward and speaks words of power. His blood starts running deep from his wounds and slowly coats his skin, glimmering with a faded red hue. As Goel's and Jeffrey's wounds also glimmer for just a moment, but nearly inspiring them. As right after that, the dragon will not take a legendary action just yet, and Satrix will hear some movement into the distance, similar to what I said earlier on of people jumping and moving into the water, as that will not be all that she listens, as from over to here and rushing into the water, one more Etin will rush up forward, and this actually has enough speed to get next to Zeke and attempt to strike him with advantage because of flanking.
Hit.
The creature just brings down both weapons as it rushes up forward, and you can see the dragon looks towards you, Zeke, grins with its face. Yes, my minion. Strike them down. For 27 points of damage, and Cedric's turn is up.
So that breath weapon was 58 points of damage, half on a save, right?
29, yes, and I will roll right now for returns because I forgot to do so. It does not return.
So 24 on a save?
29.
29. Okay. Let me just subtract that real quick. Alright, so Shatrix is going to run forward with Long Strider. She's got 40 feet of movement. So the dragon space is the circle?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Alright, so she can't get within range of that then. Let's see, 35 feet. We'll get her here, and she'll swing at the water weird twice.
Go for it.
I think both
Both
will
of
hit.
those definitely hits.
Total of 23 points of damage from Shatrix.
Shatrix blade glimmers with radiant light as he strikes again and again at those creatures, trying to fend Zeke's enemies from him. And the Water Wheel will take a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough to bring it down. And Regulus, you're up next.
So just to be clear, anything that is not the dragon is fair game.
Yes. The dragon, you are charmed by the dragon. You cannot do anything harmful to the dragon, not to itself.
Okay.
It's an odd feeling that you have that maybe this is not your enemy. Maybe the enemy is something else in here. You're not entirely sure.
Second question. If I do my funny bonus action command Zafira, does she do it on my turn or her turn?
On your turn. So it can do so the attack on the poison weed, for example, right?
Alright, well then, for my action, I will use... for my action, I will get her to use... Or I will cast Shocking Grasp through Zafira for my action.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
So, is this an advantage because she's invisible? No, probably blind sight, right?
The water weird has blindside, yes.
Alright. Normal?
That definitely hits. Yikes.
Love it here. And I know this is going to do nothing, comparatively. I will use my bonus action to get her to make a bite attack.
Do that. But sadly that will not hit as well as Zafira tries to bite at the creature. The poison weird uses its aquatic form to null the damage from the bite, but then bursts in a small zap of sparks and lightning and deals some damage to the poison weird. Not much to harm it a lot, but enough to get its reactions off. Anything else, Regulus?
Well, that friendly poison blast hurt, so I'm gonna move off this way.
As right up next, it is the Lair's turn, and the dragon will attempt to entangle an amount of people as from where Goel, Satrix are standing, you see vines from the ground slowly just reach out and attempt to grab all of them. I think that's a 20 feet radius instead of a 20 feet. Yeah, so it's bigger, way bigger, so I can get Judas. It's not like the entangle spell.
I'm not on the floor. I said that was 10 meters up the wall.
Well, it's a 20 foot radius as well. So it goes.
Radius? Yes, but is it up? So it's just a 20-foot total.
From the ground upwards as well, yeah. It's like a fireball of sorts.
So it's like 20. It's like a ball. It's a 20-foot radius ball.
Pretty much, they burst out of the ground and try to grab everyone. Up to 20 feet high, whichever target is there. That includes Zafira.
Well,
Does
20 feet. No, that's not 20 feet radius. That's 20 feet diameter.
Yes, it's even bigger, is what I'm getting at. Probably. It's probably something like that.
Yeah, if it's 20-foot radius, then it's supposed to be 20 feet from the center. 20 feet from the center.
Yeah. And yes, Jethro, you should be within that aura. I will make for Goel. Goel is fine at the very least.
What is it? A strength save?
It is a strength save, yes. DC 15.
I don't remember if my ability does anything for its saving throws. I doubt it, but...
As the poison weird over here will will see that it doesn't have quite the effect onto Zeke, and one would assume those creatures are just mindless servants. They are not with sentience. The creature understands that it is not getting everything that it can from its enemies, so it will turn around and try to strike at, let's do Satri, who is currently restrained. I think 21 hits.
Yep.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the poison really grabs the Satrix and takes a hold of her. And Jethros, your turn.
Okay, well, whatever. Alright, It's an action to try and get out, right? Yeah. Just seeing what I can do.
Can I warding flare that, Kazan, with Shatrix, the attack on her?
Sure. Do I reroll? How does it work?
Sorry,
It's
I'm sorry for interrupting, Jethris. I don't know quite how to play her character.
No, do it.
I think yeah, it gives the attack disadvantage. So I guess
Sadly, the attack would have hit either way then, because it would be a normal and it would have been a 21. Don't use the wording flare. But,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty. Jethris takes out a drop of molasses and he'll swirl it around in his hands and throw it, making a huge disc as he attempts to cast slow on as many of these creatures as possible.
Nice.
It is a 40.
Zeke as well, right? Aha.
No. I can choose whether they are affected.
They do not have advantage for those that are rolled, so I think Water Weird definitely is slowed, and one of the 18s also is. I'm always going top to bottom, so the top one is currently slowed. As Jethrush uses a little bit of his magic with this, as he grabs a few molasses, creating this energy everywhere around and slowly hindering the minds of his enemies. Anything else, Jethrush?
Zeke, you're no longer protected from evil.
Aye.
And that's it.
Nathaniel, your turn.
Wow. Okay. So we're definitely in a lot more trouble than we were a minute ago. I'll go ahead and move with Long Strider. That'll get me up right here. That water weird you'd say isn't bloodied just yet?
It is. It just covered permanently with multiple icons, so you cannot see it.
Okay. Let's see. So the entangle's difficult terrain, yeah?
Yeah, right now it doesn't restrain anymore if you go through it, but it's still difficult terrain.
Alright, well, I guess everything's still out of range of Spirit Guardians, so on this turn, I'll go ahead and throw the Twilight Sanctuary out. So we'll get that. Hopefully there's a decent amount of people within the radius. We'll get that Twilight Sanctuary out. And that'll be my action. And then bonus action, I'll go ahead and charge 3 Lapis Lunae, 3 Moonstones. So I should have all my weapons charged at this point, and we'll throw the Twilight Sanctuary out.
Which manages to get Jethros, Judas, Goel, Sadrix, Zephyr, and the Spirit of Snowstorm as Nathaniel moves to the side, recites the words of Ancient Common, and the air slowly fills the area as it then is wreathed in twilight. The dragon turns and looks towards Nathaniel. You think that's going to save you? And I assume that's your turn, Nathaniel?
Yeah, that's my turn.
As The Etin that is standing right up in front of Zik will attempt with its first attack to just slam him down on the ground. So it's an athletics attempt that it makes, not at advantage, it's a 14. You make me your insight, Zik.
Ooh,
Which is enough, barely, as the Etin comes with both of its hands to slam you down. You use your astral arms to block the attempt. Annoyed, the Etin will turn with its battle axe and try to hack you.
Is that advantage?
That actually is not. I'm just checking right now because it's from here. Sadly, it's not. So, well, sadly for it, not for you. 12 will not be enough. Then, as the creature tries to hack you, as you avoided the attack first, you just duck and avoid the attempt, and that will be then. As you can hear the sound of creatures swimming, but further off. That is, and Zephyr is up next.
Zephyra is going to I guess she only can take the regular actions that a familiar can take right now. So she'll take the what's the escape? Is it only strength, or can it be dex now?
I think it's only a strength check, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's only a strength check.
Wilt away. So is Shatrix is still entangled, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I don't think Zephyr is very likely to make the save on herself. But for this point, she is going to. No, she can't. I guess. Can she try and get Shatrix out?
I mean, technically, it's an action that it should be able to take. It's a skill check. I'm okay with that. The chances are very low, but who knows?
So
Might as
minus
well.
2.
Zephyr, though entangled itself, tries to squeeze in and assist Shatrix as much as it can, but ultimately fails to do so. And I assume that's its turn?
Fortunate. Got that.
That's 11 temp HP for Saphira.
And Zik, you are up next.
That's a tanky familiar.
Okay. I was gonna get out, but I'm not gonna anymore. I'm gonna take 2 strikes at the water weird first. Is that an advantage in any way, like Snow Song or Goel?
It has blindside, so no advantage.
Okay. Pop. What? Okay, wow. So that works. 15 damage.
It's not going to be enough to bring the creature down, but it is a very potent hit as Zeke, your astral arm wreaths into the form of the poison wood, and you start tearing it from within, slowly disintegrating it with your astral presence.
Maybe I should have pumped Marcus Fury. I'm going to then... I'm going to do a single bonus action attack against it as well. Actually... So the water bird's not attacking me anymore, right? Like it's kind of, it knows.
It currently has a Satrix.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll do 1 bonus action attack against it then.
That hits.
Okay. Cool.
As you already have a grip onto it, you see the creature is slowly trying to strangle Satrix, and you just cleanse the astral arm, and the water wheel just splashes the area and coats it into this poison brew. And the Galzik.
That is my turn.
The dragon will just reply, well, unfortunate. I'll have to make others after. As Goel, did I think I made the save with Goel. Let me check. Yeah, I did. As Goel will look towards the creature and will go into a rage and rush up straight towards it, jumping to make attacks towards it with his war hammers. And these are... I'll do reckless for Goel. Makes more sense. Oh. A 14 will not hit, the 20 will. For 15 points of damage as Goel rushes into the fray, jumps towards the dragon and starts pummeling at it. As the dragon, as a legendary action, will use a wing attack, flapping its wings in response to getting attacked by Goel, and Goel needs to make a dexterity saving throw at advantage. Which he makes with Bless as well, as... oh wait, he had Bless. The first attack might... Can it hit? No, it cannot. Even a 4 does not hit. As Goel evades the maneuver of the dragon, as the dragon itself will turn down, look at Goel, Nathaniel, Satrix, Zik, and will start striking you all down. But before it does that, it will use its frightful presence.
Can I be charmed and afraid of a dragon at the same time?
I will get to that in a second, looking at the results right now. As keep in mind, those that are within 20 feet of Judas also have advantage on the save. That is Jeffrus and Nathaniel as well.
Yo! It's no better.
Shatrix will use the last ace up her sleeve, the Fortune's Favor, to try and make the save. Oof. Just barely not making it.
Just barely. No, I think it makes. The DC is 16, so that's a 17.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'll make the roll as well.
Nathaniel makes it, so right now I think only Jethros, and let me roll for Goel and Snowsong.
I mean, I'll roll, but I have my doubts.
Do I also have to roll or not? I don't have to. I can't be frightened, so.
You cannot. Goel makes it because with Bless he actually gets a 16. Snowsong definitely fails. And then the dragon will start attacking. It will fly first over to here, get in a little bit more central position, have a better view and angle on everyone, and it will start by biting Goel with advantage because he attacked recklessly.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to silvery barbs that.
I will roll once I knew.
Go, get the fuck out of there.
Which actually does not hit. Who gets the advantage, Jeff?
Let's just say, we're all restrained. I can barely see Nathaniel. Is that alright if I give it to him?
If you can see him on the map, then yes.
Well, it's like the very edge of his token. I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
It's okay. Give it to someone who I'd prefer it if you gave it to someone who needs to escape the entangle.
Give it to Zeke. Oh, actually, that's so true. I'm so dumb. Yeah, I'll give it to Judas. Still needs to, right?
No, Judas made the save. Satrix, I think, needs to.
Okay, then Shatrix is the only one. All right, Shatrix gets the advantage. Oh my gosh, sorry guys.
On the next ability check. As the dragon tries to bite Goel, Jethros yells out words quickly, and the dragon is usually able to numb out the noise. But at the very least, he hears words in Draconic and instinctively turns his head towards Jethros and misses with his attack. Annoyed for what he did, the creature will swing and make an attack towards Zik. That is with advantage because of flanking. That definitely hits Zik.
Yeah, definitely hits.
For 15 points of slashing damage, and as annoyed as the creature currently is, it will turn and make a single attack once again towards Goel. Place, it's gonna try and hit
Deep
for
inhale.
7 points of damage to Goel. And that will be for the dragon's turn, as I roll for the charge on the breath weapon.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
that changes things.
Did we roll for temp HP for Goel?
I think Goel wasn't. Oh wait, I moved. You didn't. So no, I did not. So give me a quick roll if you can.
I'll give you a quick roll real quick. And then I think because he's raging, I think this would be like double, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here's the roll for Goel. I'll
He
do a
took
roll.
7 damage, so he
for-
takes 7 damage, and he still has 3 more temporary.
I'll do a roll for Jethros as well. I think he ended his turn
Nope, not yet.
inside. Oh, you haven't ended your turn yet,
It hasn't gotten to my turn since then.
didn't you? Oh, that was Silvery Barbs. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But that will be, that's not what's gonna be for the adult green dragon, as he already moved a little bit. But where's the harm in moving a little bit further, giving Zeke, Goel, and Snowsong an opportunity attack? But still, the dragon will start moving backwards to get a proper line for his next breath. Just to make certain, Regulus, you failed the wisdom save for the frighten or not? I didn't see.
I rolled a 10.
You are frightened of the dragon, but you're no longer charmed.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
am going to have those two conditions be at the same time. It's a very weird and tricky game to play. As
I don't know how this works. By the way, did it just break line of sight with me? I can
It
see
is-
through Zafira, but I can't check if like it's my.
you can still you still know where the presence of the creature is. It's barely visible there. But we'll get to that later on because people might move, things might happen, and that will be its turn. Welcome, Goel, and join us when you are getting bit and up. When you are online, Goel, and you are able to play, let me know. I'll get you the Snowson's turn. I'll give you a moment to set up. Judas, you play your turn, and I'll turn to Goel right after.
I guess I'm not going to show anymore. This fucking Dragon Man. He's irritating me. But I will move around a little bit higher, but around here. And I'm about 20 feet up on the roof. If he comes closer, I'm going to go, wah! And yeah, that's about, and I'm on the roof basically. That's me.
Any action?
Not really. I've got, don't really got spells to cast or anything like that. I've got nothing else. No, that's me.
Right, as the Etin gets its turn right after, as right before Cedric's. Goel, are you good to go, or do you need one more moment? Okay, first, make me an opportunity attack with Goel. It would be a normal, just so you know, because the creature moved after your reach. You also have Bless, take that off, that hits. And apologies. Sorry. It's place Nosong's turn as well.
Is he blessed or?
He is not blessed, he is frightened.
He's frightened.
Yes.
He's almost dead too. As I see.
Yeah.
Who's
I
he?
barely made the choice.
Who's he afraid of?
The dragon. And
The freaking green dragon.
do keep in mind, the dragon just recharged the breath weapon.
Well, in that case, Snowsong will walk away from the dragon and attack the Etting right here.
It is on lightning form, so it can do d6 points of damage. And of course, the Etin is not an ally. Those are all thralls.
Normal or advantage with Zeke?
It is still frightened of the dragon. It's normal.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought I don't see the dragon anymore. It's not in line of sight.
That is actually true. Snowsong has no line of sight of the dragon as he hides behind there.
Normal?
Yeah, at advantage then. Sorry.
Okay. Pack tactics. Maul.
16 hits. Rage slashing and the d8 lightning. 6 points of damage. And Snowsong can remake the wisdom save at the end of its turn.
Whoa, what happened? Playing with that. Oh, +0 for Maul?
No. Ignore that. I'm fixing it so you have the lightning form as well.
Oh, okay. Alright, bonus action teleport 30 feet. Here. And then he's gonna continue running with the rest of his movement. Oh, not that far. 15 more feet. That is it, I believe.
And Satrix is up next.
Is it a ability check to escape from the tangle or a saving
It is an
throw?
ability. It is an ability check, but
Ability
it is
check.
only a strength check.
Okay, so strength, and then she has advantage from the silvery barbs.
That is correct. Yes.
All right. Not a very good shot at. Also, is the dragon concentrating on those?
No. If it uses the layer action again, this one will drop. But it lasts until the dragon reuses it or dies.
Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Strength. Strength check with advantage.
Yeah.
Did it roll?
I do not see one right now.
I'll try again. There we go. Alright, 13's not going to do it. And then in your campaigns, Kazan, a potion is an action, yes?
Yes.
Alright, then she will bonus action second wind. See if she has a macro set up for that.
Entangled by the vine, Satrix tries to pull through, but she finds it nearly impossible to do so.
I think that's a d10 plus 8.
That should be right.
13.
She gets a little bit of energy right back as Regulus. You are up next.
Okay, so I've got two questions for you, Kaz. I'm not sure where either of them might lead.
Go again.
So, first question. If I were to hold a spell that deals a significant amount of damage, a la Fireball, would I be able to blast it the second that if I held an action? Could I use it to disrupt the breath, or no?
To just blast the dragon with a fireball by the time that he breathes.
Yeah, like I don't know. I could change it to a different element to try and make it more, like it. I don't know. Stops like hits its head hard enough so that it doesn't blast the group, or I don't know. If you want to rule it like that, I have other options I could use, but this one is more feasible.
I am okay with it. You will have to transmute it into thunder, and if the dragon fails its dexterity saving throw against the breath, against your ability, it will give, depending on the radius that it hits or the spot the dragon is, it might alter the trajectory of the breath. I will roll a random number to go either left or right, kind of just turning his face. It can be fun, but it doesn't have to be, I guess, standard to be against the poison damage. I'm okay with that.
So you have to roll a dex save.
I would have to roll a dex save, obviously, and as I said, most importantly, it's just going to tweak the cone a little bit. It's not gonna take out the breath entirely.
Okay. So then I have an alternate one, potentially. It's a lot more of a long shot, that's why I was trying to avoid it. Could I hold an action to use Voltaic Shunt to teleport it to turn it around the moment it goes to fire the breath?
I'd be okay with that if, as you would use your magic to kind of just move the dragon at a separate space, and pretty much the dragon, if the dragon goes the breath from here, you teleport the dragon here, and he then breathes this way. I'm okay with that.
Well, I know I'm probably, this is a hell of a Hail Mary, because he probably has a con that's ridiculous. So, I'll hold my action to try and teleport the dragon.
Regulus notices that the dragon is moving backwards, preparing to burst everyone with its breath, and holds a little bit of energy, contains it as lightning swirls onto his hands, hoping that it will be just what the team needs to stop the dragon. Right after that, it is the lair of the dragon, as the last attack, sorry, I rolled already, but it would have been on Nathaniel, who is next to the wall. The root kind of just stretches out from the wall, enlarges and gorges, and then slams towards you, Nathaniel, for a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you need to make me a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone. As Jeffress, you are up next.
Okay. So these vines are still they're still a thing.
Unless the dragon uses this legendary action, not legendary, lair action again.
Gotcha. I really don't want to get hit by a breath weapon again. So, first of all, is there... Let me show you. Is there, like, a small stone or something over here that is able to channel Muggy into?
A small, for sure. You will be able to find small vines or brambles or stones around.
Alright. Yeah, he just rips, actually. Yeah, he just rips, like, a piece of the bramble right here out. And, it floats just right over here. So let me summon Muggy. Thank you. And yeah, Muggy just uses his paladin aura to give everyone 10 extra feet of movement, and takes a dodge action on his turn. But first, I have to do my turn. So I'm going to Misty Step because I don't want to be here. So
where do you want to be?
Let's go right as far away as fucking possible. Man, I can actually go really far. This changes everything. Oh my gosh, I didn't need a measure. Fuck me, man. I'm trying to just see where I wouldn't be clumped up with everyone, but, I guess I'll just go right here. Just crouches down into a pile of dust that's just slips away over here, and he'll just walk behind here. Doo-dee-doo-doo-doo.
And assume that's your turn?
Yep.
As Jeffers collapses into this pile of mud and reappears next towards Snowsong, as he takes a little bit of distance, as he really does not want to be in this place. Nathaniel, it is your turn. Though before your turn, the dragon will make a legendary action and detect. That is, some people are going AWOL, and the dragon does not like. Go ahead, Nathaniel.
Can I try to bonus action TK push Shatrix out of the tangle?
She's barely in the reach of them. I'm okay with the attempt, given that she's barely at the range, but instead you would have to, instead of making the DC 15 strength check, you would have to make me a DC 15 check with the ability to use your telekinetic feat. I think that's wisdom for you.
I think that's a pretty good. I think that'll work. So I'll try that. I'll try a wisdom, kind of like a dispel check.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you got it. I'll try that. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Oh no. Okay. So bonus action. He attempts to push her out of the tangle, but isn't able to. And then I'll go ahead and move forward. Let's see. 40 feet of movement, so 35 will get me right up in the dragon's grill. Oh, it doesn't look like I can. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I can do it for you, no worries.
Okay, all right. So 40 feet will get me up into the dragon's grill. So that's bonus action and movement.
Keep in mind, Nathaniel, I think you were prone because you failed the strength saving throw.
You are correct. You are correct. Sorry, thank you.
I said
can only move 20 feet. Yeah, I can only move 20 feet, so I'll move maybe to right there. That'll be, yep. Thank you. I totally forgot about that. Thank you. It's a good thing I put that icon on. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so so 20 feet will get me right there, and that'll be movement and bonus, and that'll be movement and bonus actions. So let's go ahead and, geez, what can I do to this guy? Well, for now, I'm just gonna smack him with a guiding bolt. So we'll just do a first level guiding bolt. Give it a shot. Here we go. 20
hits.
Is gonna hit, yeah. For level 1, by the way. 16 points of radiant damage, and he'll glow with divine light, guiding the next attack against him. Although, I suppose Goel would have advantage anyway. But that'll end my turn.
Nathaniel's hand glows with a little bit of searing moonlight as he hurls a bolt, striking the face of the dragon as he prepares to launch its breath weapon. Why would you do that? And the Etin right next towards Zik. It seems that Zik has been fighting with them for quite some time now. I'm playing the correct Etin. I think I am. Yes. It's a little bit weird. Did I
think you
make
skipped
two
because when Snowsong, you played him after Judas or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes a little bit of sense. So don't worry, I'll play this one. I guess the other one was slowed, so it made one attack and missed, and that is more than fine. As this one kind of just looks towards you, sees the other ones, and will attempt to overpower you, Zik, to kind of pass through you. Because there are other enemies it needs to get you. It's not going to take all of its time with it. You can make an athletics check to try and stop it, or you can allow it to pass through you.
I'm gonna stop it.
You are good. Get wrecked now. Yep. Jaden tries to push all over you, and in Orcus it turns towards you. Get away! and then starts mauling down on you once and twice.
That hits.
I think 22 miss?
Hits.
Okay. Oh, boy. I was afraid for a second. And Zephyra is up next.
Just on that, I'm actually gonna reaction Astral Vengeance and knock him back 10 feet. If I can.
Sure. I think I need to make a strength saving throw, which I do not make, as the moment you take the hit, Zik, you just take a step back and force your hand, and the astral arm will take a hammer fist and just maul onto the creature and force it backward. Zephyra is up.
Zephyra will once again. Is Shatrix out of that thing?
Not yet.
Zephyra will do murder thing and try to help her instead. Take the help action.
Still grappled by that, Zephyra tries its best to help Shatrix out as Zeke. It is your turn.
I'm just gonna start. Ooh, should I? Should I move away? Yeah, I'll just hold my ground. I'm gonna start laying into the one next to me. Strikes. Pop. Working out?
Of course, it's also slowed, so it takes
yeah.
the... Yeah.
-2, yeah. Good roll. Seems to be alright. I'm going to bonus action Flurry of Blows. Take 2 more.
Have at it.
Oof, just the 13 hit still.
Yes, with slow, still hits.
That is me.
As Zik, standing in there, starts striking again and again at the edge in front of him. Zik, I think you are at the very edge. I don't know if you actually are.
I don't think I'm in it now.
You're barely inside 30 feet. The circle might be a little bit loose because I tried to make a cool icon, but yeah, you are within 30 feet.
Okay, so it's a d6 plus 5. Is that at the start or the end of my turn?
End of your turn.
Okay.
And Goel, you are up next.
Goel's gonna... Do I still have the singing thing? I don't, right?
No. But I would love for you to have it still.
Nah, that's gone. So Goel is gonna just charge. Actually, we'll charge right here instead. Yeah, 25 feet. It's gonna go up to his the dragon's right arm and trying to, cripple him with attacks.
Goel, make me, on your way towards there, make me a dexterity saving throw at advantage. You do notice at the very last moment that the area in front of you, the water in front of you, is way more deep than it was a moment ago. It instantly deafens quite a lot and quite like an edge of sorts. And you don't go off balance, but you are now swimming, which makes your attack suboptimal, except if you have a swimming speed.
I don't know, do I?
I don't think you're that high level. How many levels in Ranger you have?
7.
I think you do then. I think the Ranger gets their, what's it called? The ability at level 6. No.
It's an optional class feature, though. He would have had to, yeah.
I have it already, the Deft Explorer thingy, which is at level 6, I think, right? You gain climbing and swimming speed, so yes, you do have a swimming speed, girl, so ignore me and do your thing.
Okay, yeah. I'll go right here. See, it's deep, and then through pure anger, I use my skills to swim just as fast, like it's nothing there. But you all see Goel, instead of walking, take a dive. And then come out from the water and attack this thing twice.
First attack is at advantage. Are you doing reckless attacks?
Yes.
Okay. Both of those hit.
Bonus action attack.
Goel rushes towards the creature and does not allow it to gain an inch as he starts spiraling down onto it. Nothing else, Goel?
No, that's it.
End of your turn. I'm going to use one of the legendary actions to make a tail attack against.
Right.
I think 18 hits
Yes.
for 15 points of bludgeoning damage, which is only 7 for you as the dragon gets stricken by the insect. Strikes you with its tail as you just bite at it and continue fighting.
1d6 plus 4? What's the temp
Plus
HP?
5. 1d6 plus 5.
Cool. So that's 3 temp HP instead of 9. Or is it 2? Is it 7? 7 damage I took, so...
Yes, you have still
have to
2
change
more
my
temporary
temperature.
hit points. As the dragon will fly a little bit to the side from there and will unleash its breath. I knew. Let's see how many I get first. I get everyone. Yes, I'm just trying to angle to know who am I hitting, because this is what the dragon would do. As Regulus, the moment you see the dragon is about to cast this poisonous breath, you will unleash your magic, and I think I need to make a con save.
Yeah.
It is a con save or a strength save? I think it's a
It's a
con.
con save.
It's a normal con save.
Plus 10.
Yeah, I don't know why I was trying it.
A cool attempt. Nonetheless, as Regulus, you attempt to stop the dragon from it, as the dragon just spans its wings, lets out a terrible roar, and Nathaniel, Goel, Judas, I don't think Maggie needs to, nor Zephyra, and Satrix, make me your constitution saving throws. For Zeke, Maggie and Zephyra are immune to that. Now that's lower than the previous one. Nathaniel makes it because he's in within Judas's aura. Satrix also makes it, so Goel, did you roll me your con save as well, or?
No.
Do it.
Normal, right?
Yes.
It's not a dex save?
It's a con save. It's a poisonous breath.
Alright. Yeah. Take 2.
That's like 10 damage.
Doesn't matter if you have Judas or not, as the dragon will turn its head around as it slams Goel with its tail and just breathe out poison. Therefore, worse or wear, Goel, your skin into the rage, small blisters appear, but you care not about that, as you only take 10 points of damage. For the rest, it's still 20 points of damage, and I think, Judas, you need to make me a con save for your bless.
Why? Oh, because I took damage, eh?
Because you took that, yeah.
So that's 8 damage. Cool.
As
I have resistance to shit.
as the dragon looks towards you, annoyed, and will
Do I
fly.
what? Don't. Sorry. So, just so I don't. There's no. I have nothing giving me resistance, right? There's no aura or something coming up. Somebody throw up.
I do not think so.
Okay. Anyway,
You do have temp HP though.
how much?
Oh gosh, did we roll for you?
1d6 plus 5 it should be.
You
If
will
you're-
have